Hey guys, how's it going? It's Psydug once again, and today I have got a Terran versus Zerg game for you. I actually played this game a few nights ago, but I was pretty proud of it. I think if you're a really good Starcraft player, even if you're just a mildly decent Starcraft player, you're gonna be able to look at this, and there are a lot of things I do wrong in this match. But I think I'm improving. I'm a lot better than I was 2 weeks ago when I first. Oh God, let me get every freaking time with these speakers. A lot better at the game than I was a couple of weeks ago. If I somehow played myself from 2 weeks ago, I would kick my own ass. And I'm actually currently #1 in my division now. It is Bronze League, so I know it's not like a huge accomplishment, but I'm actually pretty psyched about that. What's going to happen in this game, I'm playing against a Zerg, as I said, and throughout the first, it's kind of a long match, but throughout the first part of the match, I really thought that I wasn't doing that well, that what I was doing wasn't working. So let me tell you guys a little bit about what I've been doing. Still walling off just about every game. I've experimented a few times with not walling off, or with at least not using a barracks to wall off and putting a bunker up there instead. I actually think I like that a little bit better, but in this game I chose to go with the bunker. I mean, with the barracks. And it doesn't really seem to matter too much. There haven't actually been a lot of engagements at my base, or at least not from the front lately. I've been winning a lot of games lately, guys. So pretty psyched about that. As I said. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm a good player or anything, but yeah, so the build that I've been using lately, basically, I moved everything up 1, so I was doing Supply Depot at 9, Barracks at 12. Okay, so actually, I just moved the Supply Depot up 1 to 10, and that's actually made a huge difference for some reason. But what I've been doing is, instead of going immediately to building a Marine and then a reactor, I've been doing a Reaper and then a reactor, then Marines, and using the Reaper to scout instead of using an SCV, and that's actually been pretty helpful. I haven't been able to do a whole lot of work with the Reapers, and actually in a recent game, I tried to go gas before barracks, reactor, 2 Reapers, and take them. But at that point, it was kind of too late for Reapers to really do anything. He's going to go ahead and take that guy out. But they are really good scouts, I feel like. Don't really want to use SCVs for that anymore, just because they're slow, and they usually just die. I still, like, when I'm watching pro matches, I still see a lot of people using the probes, SCVs, whatever, to scout. I'm personally not a huge fan of that yet. I'm sure I will learn why it's necessary to do that way at a later time. But, so I've got my 2 barracks. I think I'm going to go for, I guess I went 2 barracks, factory, starport, instead of 3 barracks. But here's the 3rd barracks coming out right now, and I've got a pretty good force going already. And he's going to come up here with his Zerglings, and this is something I've seen a lot of Zerg players doing, is building huge forces of Zerglings, and then looking for my base with them. I'm not really sure why they don't just use a drone to scout, but as you can see, my wall off wasn't actually very good, so they were able to actually get in, and at this point I thought, oh shit, I might be dead. Somehow I end up making it through this, even though he's getting a pretty good surround on me, but yeah, I take him out. I was pretty relieved and immediately go about the business of fixing that hole in my wall. And here I am sending... Okay, so this is what I do this whole match pretty much, is send dropships, because I watched some pro matches, and I was seeing a lot of people doing drops, basically. So I'm basically going to be harassing him with these drops the whole game, but he makes it pretty difficult with these Zerglings. But regardless, I try to be pretty relentless. It's a little tough though when you've got a mass of Zerglings like that, and so for a lot of the game, I thought might not make it. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit here. So I haven't been doing this as much as I probably should, because a lot of my games I've been winning them in the first like 10-20 minutes by just sending mass Marine Marauders. And I would attribute that entirely to just working on building a lot. Like, just, my production has gotten a lot better. I've been focusing a lot on macro, taking the advice, of people like Day9 and Husky Starcraft. And that's not to give you the impression that I've actually had conversations with these guys. I have not. But, watching their videos, both of them said, pretty much the same thing. That, you know, from basically Bronze League all the way to, I think they might have even said Diamond, StarCraft is like 90% macro. And so I've been focusing on just building as much as I can. As you can see, I still have plenty of room for improvement. I'm sure these barracks go dark quite a bit in this match, and I'm actually doing quite a bit of macro. So, I'm sorry, micro here. So I'm actually, like, whenever I send units out, I have a hard time keeping my production going, but I do try to do that throughout the match. But yeah, the reason I'm so proud of this game is because of the way that these drops worked. So I was being fairly aggressive with those, I guess. Didn't mean to say fairly 3 times there. Looks like here I'm building another factory. I can't remember. Oh yeah, so I'm going to start doing Hellbats. And I haven't really used those units much, but against Zerg, they really seem to do some work. And I'm actually going to get kind of lucky here, because I'm sending off fairly large force to his base. I think, okay, so this might be the... no, it's not. Okay, so, oh yeah, it is. So this is the part. So what I do is I send a pretty big force up to his base, and then while I'm fighting his Hydralisks here, I'm sending a drop ship full of Marines to his mineral line. And he gets a little salty about that, I think. But, you know, he moves basically his whole force up to engage this group, and arguably that probably wasn't a great thing to do, sacrificing a whole group there like that, but it did help. As you can see there, I fell for it. Moving these Marines back to the mineral line seemed to do quite a bit of damage here, and he doesn't have a whole lot of resource gathering going on. So this game is actually getting ready to end here. But what I was going to say is I get a little lucky here, because I'm building this big force, and I haven't moved them out. Now, had I gone ahead and tried to drop these guys somewhere, I probably would have lost this match. He's coming at me with a big group of Hydralisks. But luckily I have this force here with me, and I'm going to go ahead and make quick work of them. And these guys came out just in time. Ends up taking out his force here, and that turns out being pretty much all he has. So he pretty much spent his whole army on that attack. He does something pretty obnoxious here that I've been seeing quite a few players do lately. And it doesn't really matter, like, which race they're playing. It's something I see quite a bit. And here he's commenting on the fact that I accidentally sent an SCV in with that drop. But what he's done here, like, here he goes. So he's building, like, a bunch of extra bases out here. And I don't think necessarily that people are always doing this to be obnoxious. I think he is. But I think some people actually think they might be able to recover. I don't think that's really possible when you've lost everything like that. But yeah, he's going to, I guess, to feel like he's keeping control, he's going to tell me where to go here. And I'm going to go ahead and destroy those bases, and that'll be GG. So thanks for watching, guys. I really don't mean to give the impression that I think I'm becoming a really good player. I'm just excited because I'm better than I was, and that's really cool. Let me know what you guys think of the video. I probably should have commented a little bit more about the things I was doing wrong, so let me actually quickly go over that. Here I've got a expansion that I really haven't touched as far as building SCVs for, or even just moving SCVs from my other expansions, or my other bases. I got a little bit carried away focusing on the micro. I could have had probably some more stuff if I had been moving SCVs to these mineral lines and then producing more. I probably could have gone with another couple factories or something. Obviously would have improved this game. And otherwise, I don't want you guys to keep staring at a paused game here, so I'm going to stop talking. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And thumbs up, obviously, if you liked it. It really helps me out a lot. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great night.